So welcome back to the Rod Shop channel here with Saxy Rod Shop. So we got some big news we want to share with y'all. As you see here, we have a little erector set. This is actually the beginnings of a new addition. We're working here with Stronghold Construction. Kent Bolsinger at Stronghold Construction is taking care of this project for us. And we've been, this has actually been in the works now for going on 3 years. This coming August, in a week, will be 3 years. We applied for our permit in August of 2023, and our local community government has challenged the situation all the way to where 3 years later we finally have a permit. And once the permit was acquired, the building showed up within a week. And we had to do that, go ahead and pre-order the building as soon as we could, just because the cost of steel is increasing so rapidly. Just in 8 weeks from the time we did the deposit on the building till the building showed up, the cost of the building had gone up over $50,000. So when you're starting to plan on something like that for your own personal project, get it going as fast as you can. Dot all your I's, cross all your T's, research everything, and lock those prices in, because it's not ever going to go back down. So what we have here is approximately a 6,000 square foot building. We went just under 6,000 foot so that we don't have to do a in-house internal sprinkling system. So we got that. It was just delivered. You'll see that in the video. And this is a bolt together building. Initially we were talking about doing a weld together, but it ended up being basically the same, roughly the same price to a certain extent. And they went ahead. This is a Mueller brand building. And again, like I said, we're using Stronghold Construction out of Caddo Mills. Going to be doing the work with us. And let's go back and take a look at where it's going to go. So what you see here is the beginning. Now what we're going to be doing is, let me step out here. So this front section here is going to be an actual 30-foot pad that's going to come up to the foundation. And the actual building is going to start here where these flags are. And then it's going to go back approximately 50 feet. It's going to be approximately 120 feet wide. So we're going to have a 30 by 120 foot concrete slab that comes up to the building. And then the building itself, and then all the land around it will be graded for drainage and runoff. And that's what the silt fence is for. Is we got a school next to us that's been here for 20-something years. And we just got to do some protection to keep anything from draining and running off of that during construction. So that's what that is for. But yeah, we're excited. This is going to be a 20-foot tall building. It's going to be taller than our last addition. And this building is going to be, originally, the intent of this building and the actual intent of this building is for storage. We have 9 storage units up here in our city of Saxy rented. When we disassemble a car and need to get the components out of our way, or we actually have a couple of customer cars that are stored in them. Customers are paying for the units, but we have, like I said, 9. So when you got 9 units that are 12 by 25 deep full of parts, and you're paying $3 grand a month for somebody else's benefit, we finally decided, let's get that stuff here on site. It'll make it a lot more efficient for us, and we can use the building to store double stack cars and all the parts. We're going to put some shelving in it and some of that kind of stuff. So we're excited. Like I said, 30-foot parking lot right here, our pad up to it, 50 by 120 building approximately. There, it's going to be 20-foot tall. We're going to try to eventually build some overhead storage in it so that we can store miscellaneous small parts up above and still be able to park some cars underneath it. And then something else that's new for us is we got a little toy here. So this is we have a little argument. It's a DJI Mini 3 drone. It's a small one. Yeah, it's an older model, but it's our first one, so we didn't want to get too much money involved in something. But we're going to start using this, and we've got some footage going on of aerial footage to give you guys an idea of what we're about and where we are. This is our 44th year in business, and we've actually grown in stages, a couple of stages at a time. We started with a 40 by 60, and then after being in business for 3 years, we had enough work that we needed more square footage. And the second edition was actually double our square footage. We added on a 40 by 75, and that held us for about 10 years. And then in the 90s, we added a 40 by 50, another edition, but we went with 16-foot sidewalls on that one. And we went ahead and poured more concrete at the time for future plans of having to add on to the building at a later date if we needed to. And in 2017, we had to do that, and that's this last edition right here where you see the porta potty for the construction that's coming up. So this last edition was actually our last one done in 2017, roughly 10 years ago. And now, here it is 2026, and we're getting ready to do our last, hopefully our last expansion. I don't know that we're gonna be doing any more than that. You never know. But we have this drone here. We're gonna start using it for when we're doing some test drives around the shop. We're gonna do a weekly footage of the construction of the building. We're gonna try to do that on Tuesdays and Fridays and include it in our Friday afternoon video. And if you have any ideas for us on how to use it, like I said, this is new to us. All this YouTube stuff is pretty new. Stuff that you'd like to see with it. We're going to be taking it to some car shows. We got a car show coming up in, what is that, August 15th in downtown McKinney that we're going to do. So if you're in the area, here in North Texas, North Dallas area, put that on your calendar. The car club is called the Morning Maniacs, and they put that on in conjunction with the city of McKinney, and it's downtown. And I think last year they had 330 cars there. Get there early because parking will be full by 9:30. So we're going to take this to the show and do some filming on that. We're going to try to figure out if we can do some footage through the shop on it. We just don't know how it's going to work. But yeah, we're excited about this. So if you have any ideas or something you'd like to see filmed with this, please send us a message or a comment, and we'll see if we can't make it happen. So that's where we are. New construction coming up. You can actually see here, we actually have proof of a permit after 3 years. We have proof of a permit. So when the construction starts here this next week on the groundbreaking, all of our daily drivers will be out of here, and this parking lot will be left clean, empty. So that being said, I want to thank everybody for their support of the Rod Shop channel and watching us here at Saxby Rod Shop on our projects and supporting us. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, join us, and hit that bell so you'll get our notifications. Thank y'all and have a good weekend.